What's up, y'all? It's Ty. In this video today, we're going to be going over talking about the lockers that are coming to college football Ultimate Team on January 7th and what we already know about these lockers. What are the players that they personally, or what are the players that can be, and how we know what the players are already. Now, here's the deal. Here's the situation. Some of these cards accidentally got leaked. So EA accidentally leaked a lot of these cards, like a Martellus. Bennett was in the auction house. Ezekiel Elliott was in the auction house. Brian Dawkins was in the auction house. And so a lot of these cards have accidentally been leaked into the game. Even a guy like Ron Dane, I don't know if he's in these CFP lockers or not, but he was accidentally leaked as a future, it looks like, Legends LTD as well. So it looks like get lockers that could contain 6 unique legends as a reward for your success, and these are your 6 cards that you could be getting. Now, within the game, there are different ways that you guys can get lockers. I know this week, if you did win in the playoffs head-to-head section, I think you got a medium locker. Also, if you go into your store in Season 4 specifically, you can buy lockers as well. Now, again, extra large lockers, 660 trophies. The large lockers, 130. Medium lockers, 45 trophies, with the small locker being 25 trophies. Now, are they worth opening up or are they worth buying? That's the real question today. For me, it's kind of tough to tell because, again, it says we can read what it says. Get ready for playoff seasons by upgrading your game. Get lockers that could contain 6 unique legends as a reward for your success. So my guess is if you come in here to, let's say, season 4 and you get the extra large locker, this might guarantee yourself, those top cards, those really, really solid cards. Whereas maybe like a medium locker, you just have a small chance, and a small locker, you just have a small chance. Same thing with the large locker. It's hard to really know what exactly these are going to contain. But again, I feel like with the extra large locker, you're going to have a better chance to pull some of those cards. And look, at the end of the day, we don't know what else could be in them as well. So my suggestion to you guys is to continue grinding your XP out. Now, again, there's a lot of different XP challenges so far. I've played nearly every one of them, and I'm only level 31. Now, realistically, for me, I'd have to get to, I think, level 38 level 40, because I've already spent some of my trophies to get that extra large locker. So for me, it's not really realistic right now. So maybe I'll just get a couple of those large lockers and go from there before January 7th. But again, you're in no real hurry to do any of those things. Grinding your XP is basically the most important thing that you guys can do. The more XP you get during the season, the better and better cards you ultimately will end up with. And so for me, again, I stay up to date with nearly everything. So in head-to-head, each and every day, I still need to do it today, but play the Bull Blitz Holiday Bowl. Because again, if you play 2 of those games every single day, you'll be able to get a free 95 overall here when you come into sets. Again, I've pretty much, I don't know if I'm exactly where I need to be, but I've pretty much stayed up to date with this specific grind. So I'm hoping by the end of it, you guys can see I'm 7 Bull Blitz tokens away from getting a 95 overall player for absolutely free. So within that, I think you can also be grinding XP, all of those types of things. So it is important to kind of stay on top of things and to not get behind when it comes down to things, especially XP wise, because the more XP you have, the more lockers you will be ultimately able to get. And honestly, for me, the way I see things is I don't think Tobias Fletcher is very good. And so if you do have a lot of extra trophies, I would not hesitate by buying these. Now, again, you might want to see are any of these cards you want to specifically buy for your Season 4 upgrade token heading into Season 5. That could be the one thing that you could want to maybe do. But outside of that, again, I would not hesitate spending your trophies on these lockers. If you can get an extra large locker, that is probably going to be the best bang for your buck. But again, I probably won't buy anything before January 6th, because that's going to be the day before these things open up and before we see what ultimately does come out of these. So again, for me, when I'm looking at things, obviously, I have no issues, with the With the lockers, I'm kind of disappointed that all the players were already leaked. So, when you go and look at it, like a Zeke, Martellus, Bennett, like all of these players at one time, I guess not all of them, because I don't know if that's accurate, but most of these players have actually been in the game. Martellus, Bennett, Brian Dawkins, Ezekiel Elliott, all of these cards have actually been in the game. So, it is something that I don't want to say it's annoying, but it's a little frustrating that there's no surprise within these CFP cards and that we know exactly what cards we ultimately are getting. Now, again, I feel like a lot of them aren't necessarily on the auction house as of now, but most of them were at one time. So it is something, it's kind of weird. But again, we'll see exactly what all of their stats and stuff looks like when all of the cards are released. Because it looks like at this stage, there's not a ton of them up on the auction house. Like even Ezekiel Elliott, there's really not any Zeke's up as I'm looking at it today. So it looks like if you got one of these cards, you probably overspent in a big time way on them. But I get it. I get the hype by getting a card not many people have. It's going to be interesting to see where this Ron Dane card comes from because, again, at the time I'm recording this, I really don't know. Is he going to be the LTD for this week's Legends drop? I don't know because he is not supposed to be in the game either. So BA has leaked some of these cards. It is what it is. But as far as the lockers, we know exactly what is coming, or at least we think we know exactly what is coming on January 7th. Again, so for you guys, try to stack up as many lockers as you guys can get. I don't even know what this season 4 locker is going to be like, but again, another locker that does open on January 7th. It's probably different than the CFP lockers. So again, I don't really know exactly what these lockers are going to have in them, but what I do know is I would try to get as many lockers as possible because they could contain some really, really solid things to help upgrade your squad in a big time way. So stay up to date with the Bowl Blitz if you are. Stay up to date with the playoffs heads ahead. Again, next round will be the semifinals. And again, I've stayed up to date. You guys can see for that, you get a medium locker and a semifinals token. You never know. Maybe if you win 4 games at the semifinal stage, you'll get you'll get a large locker to add to your specific collection. Now, hopefully these lockers are not a letdown. Hopefully they actually are worth your time to go and grind and see exactly what you do get from there. As far as the Goals Gambit, I thought there might be lockers in here, but it does not look like there ultimately is. So that's how to get lockers. Those are the cards that we do know are coming within the lockers as well. That's going to wrap it up for our video today, guys. Let me know your thoughts on it down below in the comments. Drop a like on it, subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.